Aim to Be a Pokemon Master just released episode 5, and when I saw that the OG trio was returning, there was no way I could not do a video on it. I usually don't give my opinions on specific Pokemon anime episodes, but because this involves Charizard, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur, I couldn't refuse. So far, I've actually been enjoying Aim to Be a Pokemon Master quite a bit. We've seen traces of nostalgia all around, and if you're an OG Pokemon anime fan, the nostalgia goggles are strapped on for the ride. The episode definitely hits some feels, but there are some parts I definitely want to speak on. Before I get into that though, I just want to give a brief shout out to my reading channel, Mystic Reads. If you're a Pokemon anime fan, I am currently reading Road to Be a Pokemon Master Kanto edition, where Ash and Serena go through Kanto together from the very beginning alongside the rest of the gang. So if you're interested in a retelling of Kanto with Serena added to the ride, check out Mystic Reads in the description below. Alright, let's begin now. So, the episode starts off where Ash and the gang enter a port town and they see a poster of the Squirtle squad. The gang is ecstatic to see Squirtle, including Charizard and Bulbasaur. The Squirtle squad then perform in a show where they put out some fires, and receive a huge applause from the audience, myself included. The Team Rocket gag was also pretty funny. Ash shouts out to it from the audience, and Squirtle just puts on the most adorable, wholesome face. However, we then find out Team Rocket are their managers. And already I'm thinking, crap. I hope they don't ruin the episode. Ash and crew then go up and attempt to seize Squirtle, but Team Rocket comes in and ruins what could have been an incredible reunion. With this, there is some miscommunication, and poor Squirtle feels as if Ash and crew don't want to see it anymore. Squirtle was then eating lunch with the Squirtle squad, and the poor guy is so upset. We then get some Meowth translation where Squirtle asks, "Am I not your friend anymore?" Charizard and Bulbasaur even attempt to talk, but due to the miscommunication, Squirtle is still upset and doesn't realize Team Rocket screwed things up. Not gonna lie though, it was super cute when Charizard patted its head. But they still wound up attacking each other, Ash tried to break it up, and Pikachu just came in and was like, I'm done, and just zapped everybody. After, Squirtle is just heartbroken, and his squad is also. Ash and his friends are also having lunch shortly after, and Ash tells Charizard and Bulbasaur they should make up with Squirtle. We're then given a short montage of them all hanging out, having fun with each other, and Squirtle and Bulbasaur are even flying on Charizard's back. I will say I love how much Charizard's personality has changed. I would say actually in a lot of ways, it's reminiscent to how it was as a Charmander, and I really appreciate the writers taking that approach. For such a big guy, he's got a soft side, and it's precious. Brock even comments, this could have been a heartfelt reunion. The writers even acknowledge it. Here's where my biggest issue with the episode lies. And honestly, it's Team Rocket and the way they were executed. Team Rocket are the wacky trio of villains we love, and I love them to death too. It's just sometimes the way how they are included in things, they just mess up the entire flow of what could have been a 10 out of 10 episode. Team Rocket themselves aren't the issue, because we've seen in multiple circumstances where they can actually make an episode fantastic. In my opinion, Team Rocket are fine to be in this episode. However, I wish they would have taken a different route rather than just straight up interrupt what older Pokemon fans have been wanting for years now. Team Rocket can have wholesome character moments, and the fact they've been chasing Ash since Kanto, I feel they could have easily stepped back and realized, wow, this brings back memories of when we used to get blasted off by the Twerp and his OG trio. Perhaps even have some montages of them getting blasted off by Charizard, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. Team Rocket also didn't acknowledge the fact that Squirtle was Ash's. I'm not entirely sure though if they even knew. Correct me in the comments on that. Bottom line, I just wish Team Rocket could have had one of their moments and realized, hey, maybe we should cut the Twerp and his buddies a break. Then they're hiding somewhere far away spying on them, and we have an adorable moment where they're all making up, and Team Rocket gets in the feels too. During that makeup, there could have been a montage of them battling together with a sick OG Pokemon anime song, and that would have been Chef's kiss. Back to the episode though, I do love how Team Rocket attempt to catch Pikachu, and they accidentally get a Hariyama and a hard hat. Hariyama then throws them away, and then they get blasted off by a Camerupt. So at least now they're gone. Like I said, I love Team Rocket, I just don't like how they interrupted the flow of what could have been a fantastic 10 out of 10 episode. The comedic value that this trio brings to the table though, I can't deny that I will always love it. Small side note, that shot of the Spinda in the bike basket and the Cacnea waving is pretty freaking precious. After that though, there is a fire at what looks like to be a warehouse. Squirtle, still down, reflects on what Ash asked it. What's happened to you? Poor guy is still so upset and feels so dang bad. Damn you, Team Rocket. Immediately though, upon hearing about the fire, the Squirtle Rangers get serious and ready to work. They then work together to the best of their capabilities to put out the fire, but to no avail. Ash and Toad then make their way to the warehouse as well, where they also attempt to help put out the fire. Brock helps Jenny evacuate the civilians, Misty whips out the water Pokemon, and Ash asks Charizard and Bulbasaur for their cooperation. But it's futile as they sit there stubbornly. I will say though, it's incredible seeing Psyduck use Hydro Pump. You've come a long way, buddy. I'm honestly so proud of you. Ash then gives Squirtle a much needed confidence boost with a stellar quote of, "A leader can't stumble when it counts." This quote just shows how much Ash has grown up and how wise he's gotten. The dude's a world champion now. He's not the same goofy doofus trainer from long ago. Squirtle then takes this to heart, and it and the Squirtle squad get serious by putting on the OG black uniforms. Ash then gets involved by using his own hose. Ash helps in any way that he can, no matter how small, and I love it. The fire then follows to another warehouse, and the Squirtle squad shift their water guns over there. Bulbasaur finally acknowledges that it and Charizard should help, and Bulbasaur uses Razor Leaf while Charizard uses its wings to keep the fire in check. Squirtle then realizes its friends do care, and then they finally work together. On the roof of the second warehouse, there's a Spoink, Makuhita, and Venonat though that are stuck. At this moment, the most badass part of the episode happens, where Bulbasaur and Squirtle hop on Charizard's back as they rescue the Pokemon and put out the rest of the fires with a sick guitar mix of the Kanto gym theme. Ash and Squirtle then embrace for a few, and then Charizard comes in for its signature flame bursts, burning everyone around it. Adorable. Oh, and hello, Latias. The Squirtle Squad's Officer Jenny then shows up and says some people came and stole the Squirtle Squad without telling her. I'll give it to Team Rocket. Their disguises are apparently so freaking good that the ignorance of the main cast still stands decades later. I love that the writers still continue this trope, and honestly, I hope it never goes away. Even though Ash's journey is coming to an end, I still think Team Rocket are gonna be pretty prominent in the future. I don't know why or how they will, I just have a feeling they will be in some way. Wrapping up the last part of the episode, I think they actually did a pretty solid job at wrapping this up. Squirtle and the rest of the squad are about to head over to the next town for more work. As Squirtle is about to get in the car, Ash makes the comment, "Let's battle together again sometime." This comment reaffirms for Squirtle that Ash is his buddy, and the little guy takes his glasses off teary-eyed as he jumps into his trainer's arms. Then we have the most adorable image of them being happy together. Ash then gets bombarded by fans for autographs, and even Brock and Misty do too. It's no surprise though, because they are pretty iconic gym leaders. That's pretty much the episode. My final thoughts are simply this. For something as iconic as Ash's OG trio, we got cut short, especially because Squirtle only had a limited amount of time. I've already said my piece on Team Rocket, but I'll say it again. They ruined the flow of this episode. This trio of Pokemon, I would argue, are Ash's most iconic Pokemon in this series, as they were in the start of the Pokemon anime, and they traveled with Ash through Kanto, the Orange Islands, and a part of Johto. That's a very long time. And the fact they hadn't seen each other since the Battle Frontier, it's like, damn, it feels kind of underwhelming. I say this because it's Kanto. It's, in my opinion, the most popular of all the Pokemon anime series with the most memorable Pokemon, mainly the trio. Not saying that the other anime series don't have memorable Pokemon. I mean, Greninja, Infernape, etc. are all dope. It's just Indigo is where it all started. Ash was this dork of a trainer, and these were the first Pokemon he ever captured. To only have 20-ish minutes with them made me kind of sad, because I grew up with them. I was in kindergarten and first grade, coming home after school to watch these guys on Kids WB go about their adventures. If you're an older Pokemon fan, I'm sure you can understand my plight. My nostalgia bias is also showing, which I'm very proud of. I can say I've been here since the beginning. However, I do understand that there is a limited amount of time, and Ash has other Pokemon that need to be showcased. Overall, I am far from disappointed in the episode. In fact, I'm really happy that we just got to see them even once. Because after Ash is gone, I don't know when the next time we will see them is gonna be. I'm sure at some point they will make a return. It's just hard to say, because I doubt Ash is going to be permanently benched when the new anime series makes its debut. I feel he's still going to be there to make the audience feel more familiarized with the new protagonist as he passes the torch on. But before I ramble on about that, I just wanted to say I did enjoy this episode a lot. Seeing Squirtle work together with Bulbasaur and Charizard, seeing their personalities shine, and just seeing Ash embrace his buddy warmed my heart. As an OG Pokemon fan, I am satisfied with how this episode turned out, despite my nitpicks. One more thing before I end this. As someone who's been watching the Pokemon anime since I was 4 years old, to see your childhood hero, who taught you the art of kindness, what it means to have true friends, and is a mentor figure, leave and pass the torch to someone else, it really just makes you feel a certain way. And it feels like your heart is breaking, and there's emptiness. But you know deep down that good things aren't forever. I just hope that Rico and Roy can deliver the same feelings I had while watching the Pokemon anime growing up to the brand new audience of kids that are going to be watching this new series. Anywho, those are my thoughts on the latest episode of Aim to be a Pokemon Master. What'd you guys think of this episode? Do you share the same sentiment as I do, or do you have a different opinion? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. We're finally here in 2023, and I'm super excited for what this year has to offer us. There's potential DLC for Scarlet and Violet on the horizon, and who knows just what else Game Freak may have up their sleeves. It's gonna be really exciting times coming up for a Pokemon fan. If you're interested in more Mystic content, check out my TikTok and Mystic Umbreon Shorts YouTube channel. I've got a really fun series starting up there very soon, and of course, have a weekly edition of my Should You Use series focusing on Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet. Also, if you're into fanfictions and what ifs, check out Mystic Reads. I offer a ton of creative spoken word content on there, so come join me. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time.